name's David Chang, chef owner of Momofuku in the East Village. I'm from Northern Virginia, and it's sort of right outside Washington, D.C. And I don't know, I spent a lot of time in Richmond, Virginia. Grew up mostly Korean neighborhood until I got to high school, and I was the last kid of 4 kids, and I was the troublemaker. And my dad grew up in the restaurant business and got out and whatever, found a niche in the golf world of all places, and he was like, I'm going to send you to private school because I was causing all sorts of trouble. And from then on, I was sort of in a whole different world. I went to semi-boarding school, and it was a little weird, but high school was a little bit difficult, and I don't know. My early childhood was strange times because all I did was play golf and go to schools. I thought I was going to be a professional golf player. Yeah, I did. I still even harbor thoughts about quitting everything and trying to make it on the PGA Tour, but no. I mean, I totally burned out very early on, like age 10, 11. And all I did, or literally every day, 365 days a year, was play golf. And that's what my life was, and I thought that's what I was going to do until I realized I wasn't that good. Pretty early on, I remember being 13 or 14 and telling my dad that, hey, I really want to get a job or summer job at the restaurant. There was a steakhouse that I lived near, and it was pretty famous in the DC area. And I was like, I want to cook. I was like, what can I do to cook? And him having grown up and lived in the restaurant industry and worked in the industry for over 30 years, it was something that he did not want any of his children working in. So he knew that if I bussed tables and was given the worst jobs at the restaurant, I would not want to work in a restaurant ever again. And that's what had happened. Year after year, I'd be like, no, this isn't for me. But he never let me into the kitchen. So I always harbored these, not necessarily doubts, but like I wanted to cook and at least see what happened, because it was just, I don't know, I was fascinated by it. There was no real food memories or anything like that that drew me to it. But, you know, that was sort of dormant for a while. And then after college, was like, oh, I almost dropped out of college as well. I applied to the Cordon Bleu when I was abroad in London, and I didn't get in. Had I gotten in, I probably would have probably worked in Europe or something like that. Also, had I known what I know now, I didn't even need to go to cooking school. I would have just dropped out and knocked on doors at restaurants in Paris or France and worked for free. But having graduated college and done the whole internship, working finance thing, very briefly, I was just very unhappy with everything, and realizing that I was never going to be as successful as my friends in the corporate world, I decided I was going to see how cooking went. So.